Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Getting Dirty with Coach Dalton. I am Coach Dalton.
And I'm Hannah. And I'm Gabby.
And we hope that you're ready to get dirty. This month on Getting Dirty with Coach Dalton, Hannah and Gabby are going to help me with the five that I think are most important about pop-ups. Do you have in your mind what you think the five most important things are? Go ahead and pause the video, write those down, and then I'm going to go through mine. All right, here's my number one thing that I think is most important about pop-ups. It's your eyeballs. You can't catch what you can't see. Girls these days are wearing face masks. You have to wear the face mask. Sometimes these things are wrapping around on people's faces. Parents, players, coaches, when you see your players running, if their mask is doing that, the odds are good when Gabby's going 1,000 miles an hour to catch a ball, she is not going to see that ball, and that's your fault, not hers. But if you're a player old enough to understand what I'm saying, it would be your fault. We want that thing to be nice and tight no matter what's going on. It's not going to wobble. Second thing about your eyes is to understand because of the face mask, that ain't going to hurt. All right? So you might need to do things just like that with them drills to help them understand. Did you notice how Gabby closed her eyes? That might happen when the ball's coming down at her. If she's afraid of the ball, you keep those eyes open. Don't you blink. Don't you blink. Don't you blink. All right, good. So you might need to do that a few times. If there are young players out there, you might need to start that maybe with marshmallows instead, to where they're not worried about their eyes getting hit. Because what we don't want to have happen, go ahead and put your hand up like you're going to catch the ball, Gabby. She's going to catch that. Now close your eyes as the ball's coming, pull your head away. We've seen that before. That is not going to help you catch a pop-up. The next most important thing about pop-ups is your hand. The hand you catch with. Show me the hands you girls catch with. All right, very good. Now, we're going to work on catching pop-ups. We're going to focus on our eyes, and we're going to focus on our hand. For this drill, we're going to actually start tossing it to each other where they're catching it with no glove. If Gabby actually wants to help her teammate Hannah get better at catching pop-ups, she probably needs to focus on being a good tosser. If Hannah wants to help her teammate Gabby get better at this, she's going to try to toss and make it easy for her. As you make this first toss to her, Gabby, go ahead and make it easy for her to catch with her gloved hand. Remind her what your gloved hand is. Very good. Let's go. Nice, easy toss. Good. Toss it back to Gabby. Easy. Okay, another easy one. Beautiful. All right, now a little bit higher for her. Nice. All right, good. Now give it towards her backhand side a little bit. Okay, good. Now you see there what happens if the toss isn't good. It's going to be hard for the catcher to work on that, and that's okay. This is the first time I've had these girls do that drill, and you should expect that there be mistakes. I don't ever want you to think you should do everything the players on the video are doing. I don't edit out mistakes so that you know this is probably what's going to happen. You can continue working that drill. If you've got younger girls, you might need to do this more. If you're older girls, you might start going a little bit harder, lower, more to the backhand side, low to the backhand side. And what they're going to do is build a natural instinct of kind of catching it where the pocket of the glove should be. Speaking of the pocket of the glove, that brings me to the third most important part of pop-ups. There should be a pocket to the glove. It shouldn't be a pancake. If I try to throw a ball at that glove, it is never ever going to go in there. Now, of course, we want them to move their hand, but that pocket should be there. So Gabby, give me your glove. I want to show you what I mean. Sure, I could put my hand in it, but I can hold Gabby's glove and just throw a ball in there. Notice on camera, go ahead and try to get a closer zoom here. as I throw that in, that pocket is actually starting to wrap around it like she's tucking the ball down in her pocket, literally. The easiest way to make sure you get the pocket to the glove is not expect mommy to bring syrup after the game and just stick it in the bottom of your bat bag with everything on top of it. It's important to have the ball wrapped inside of there. If you have access to something like this hot glove that wraps around to make sure it keeps it tight, that's great too, but you could use shoestrings, you could use pretty much anything to ensure that there's a pocket to the glove. Right. The next most important part to a pop-up is going to surprise you what I say. You might be thinking they should catch the ball. That is important, but that is not what I'm going to reinforce. What I'm going to reinforce is that you're trying to catch the pop-up because you want to make an out. The important part of this isn't whether they catch it or not, isn't how they catch it or not, it's whether or not they can get the out of the batter. Hopefully that makes sense. You're going to give each other pop-ups, and again, if you want to get better as a pop-up catcher, get better as a pop-up tosser so that you can actually work with each other as teammates. If they toss it to each other here so they're catching it this way, they're just reinforcing bad things. Give her a really good pop-up for me. Okay, one more. Nice. Okay, give her one more. Okay. Now, that was not a good pop-up. We're working on being good tossers. Did Gabby actually go for that ball? Gabby did not go for the ball. She was worried about laughing because that was a horrible toss. One of the important things about making the catch, getting the out, is realizing as you're doing tossing drills, that ball isn't always going to be popped up right to you. So you've got to go for the ball any way you can. One of the things we're going to work on next is how I can get them to really put effort into catching pop-ups to make sure they're going to get that out. What I'm going to do for Gabby here, because Gabby's caught like 1 million pop-up, at least 1 million, maybe 2 million, I don't know, I lost count, I'm an old guy. What I'm going to do is rather than throwing her a normal softball, I'm going to throw her a ball that looks like this. Notice it's got color and it's got a number on it. I'm not going to let Gabby know what that is. Gabby, as I toss this ball in the air, your job is to tell me what color it is. Just in case she was being sneaky before, I'm going to get a different one.
Green.
Okay, great job. All right, Hannah, you come up and up there.
Black.
Okay, fantastic. We might do that for new players a lot of times. The younger you are, it may take them a lot of focus to be able to track that ball. But now, instead of thinking about people screaming, fans cheering, because this is a big pop-up and they think it's going to be the winning run in the championship, I want the girls focusing on the ball and getting it into their glove. This time what I'm going to do, rather than her telling me the color, I'm going to ask Gabby to see if she can track the ball enough to tell me what the number is that's on this ball. Because this is a really advanced drill. She better really use her eyes here. I need the number.
6.
That is fantastic. She don't know. Again, that's what you can expect in a practice. They're not always just going to get it because you watched a video and think it's supposed to be as easy as 1, 2, 3. All right, you ready?
2.
Close. It was a 3, but we'll accept 2.
7, 9, or 6.
7 or 9 or 6 or something. Good for her. She got it right the first time. She just wasn't sure if she could trust her eyes. So we're going to do this till she can.
8.
Fantastic. All right, here we go, Hannah. Great job. This time we're going to kick things up a notch. They've already proven to me, and this again could take much longer for your team. They've proven to me they can recognize the color. They've proven they can recognize the number. Before we get to the fifth and most important step of this, I want to see if they can think while they're doing something really hard. So this time, Gabby, instead of telling me what number it is, I need you to tell me if it was odd or even.
Okay.
All right? Makes sense?
Uh-huh.
So don't yell the color. Don't say purple. Don't say 15. Tell me if it's odd or even.
Even. Oh.
Now, we need to be able to track the ball and make the catch. All right, Hannah, you ready?
Even.
Great job. All right?
Odd.
Fantastic.
Odd.
Great. Remember, I said making the catch is great. That's what we think of with pop-ups. My rule for that was getting the out. If Gabby makes the catch, fantastic. The girl's out. If Hannah makes the catch, fantastic. The girl's out. We say, sit down, Shelly, because we got the out. Gabby plays second base. We're not at second base right now, but you get the idea. Gabby's trying to catch this pop-up. Yay, but Gabby misses and it drops on the ground. Gabby didn't make the catch. Is the play over because you didn't make the catch?
No.
No. Gabby doesn't even have to use her hands. Put your hands behind your back for me. All I need you to do is kick the ball towards first base for me. Fantastic. She kicks it. The first baseman picks it up. The girl's out. Was that a successful play?
Yes.
Absolutely. Because we got
The out.
the out. That's what we're going for. All right? Hannah's going to try to make this catch. Hannah comes running. Stop on the ground for me. All right? The ball's still coming down. Hannah doesn't have her glove. What I want you to do is use that foot and try to kick the ball back in here toward Gabby. We got the out. Hannah didn't have to make a catch in the outfield. Although that seems kind of silly, that first play is not really all that silly. I wrote about that 4 years ago in an article called Get the Out. That's all we're looking for. We've got to get that girl out. Did you get your out?
Yeah.
Did you get your out? Do you need the coach yelling at you of how you should have used two hands?
No.
Do you need the coach yelling at you of how you should have shielded your eyes a little bit from the sun so that you didn't lose the ball?
No.
No. Do you need mom or dad yelling at you, reminding you how you're supposed to catch?
No.
Do you need mom or dad yelling at you?
No.
Do you need other parents on the team saying, you gotta learn how to catch?
No.
You don't need that, really. That's crazy, because those are the things I hear most. I hear that an awful lot, and we shouldn't. The important thing is, can we get the out? When we're working on the eyes, do you play games where there's sun?
Yeah.
She plays games in the sun. Sometimes she's looking up, holy smokes, the sun gets her. She knows she should put the glove up to shield her eyes. If you're working with older girls, you definitely should be working on these things. Younger ones may not understand that or figure it out. But she knows she should get the glove up, block the sun to where you can still track it in the sun. But that's not always possible. Sometimes you look up too soon and you've already been blinded. So parents, understand there's a lot of important parts that go into making that catch. Next, we're going to work on what I believe is the fifth most important part of a pop-up. Think about what you think that might be. You have your idea what you think the fifth most important and final most important part of a pop-up is? Here's what it is. Make sure you celebrate. Why would I want to focus on runners running and the game being changed after they've made a pop-up? I need them to go ahead and celebrate. Or do I? Would I want you celebrating the game after you made a pop-up?
Yes.
No. Of course I don't want you celebrating in the game. Because there's other girls running. So what do you think the most important part of a pop-up is? Get the second out. So make this catch. You've done that a million times. I already told them. Maybe 2 million. You don't need to do a church clap out here on the field while there's girls running. Your job is going to be to try to catch the ball ready to make a throw. I want you to make the catch where you're ready to make a throw. So go on back there. I'm going to throw this one to you. Go on back here a little bit. You come running up at me, Hannah. Your goal here is to make the catch. Yay, we caught the pop-up. We got the out. But we're ready to get that next out now. Because I expect you to make the catch. Good. Notice there was no church clap there. No dancing, no Cupid shuffle involved. She got it ready to make the throw, transitioned her hand, and was ready to throw it in. We don't need to pause for Mom to take a picture. Great job. Already came back for it. So, folks, that's it. 5 really important parts of a pop-up. Number 1 is the eyes. Do the drills, whatever you need to do, mom or dad or coaches or players, work on yourselves. That mask has to be tight. You have to be confident you're not going to have the ball hit you in the face because you got a mask on. Second most important part of that is your hands. Work those hands making the catch. To remember, your hand is what you're making the catch with, not the glove. The glove just happens to be there. The third most important part of that is that we don't want to pack syrup. We need to have a pocket to put that ball away in because we're going to make the catch and get the out. That fourth most important part is getting the out. If we make a catch, yay. If we drop it, the play's going on. We're trying to get the out. If you got to kick it to third because the girl kept running, kick it to third if that's what you got to do to get the out. The last one, the most important thing, don't celebrate. You're a ball player and you need to be able to make catches by now. What you do after the catch is what's going to separate you from whether you're winning championships or whether you're not winning championships.